Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Got a quick second. I wanted to hop on and talk about the astrology that's kind of taking place as of late, because it is a big week. I've gotten a lot of DMs from you all asking questions with regards to, what the is going on in the sky. So first of all, we have a Mercury in Virgo in an opposition with Saturn. What does that mean? It means our critical thinking is, we're thinking about all the things that we do on the daily, our habits, our health, our diet. It's enlightening us because Mercury is the mental plane. And the opposition to Saturn is, ultimately our karma. It is, the consequence basically of all the actions that we take. So we are being made very aware of, the decisions that we have kind of been making, especially when it comes to our health, our diet, and how we move on the daily in our acts of service. The sun is also going to be coming in a opposition with Saturn this weekend, and that's going to feel heavy. We are going to be made very aware of basically the decisions that we've been making. And we are also going to be experiencing a Venus square Uranus. So, Venus square Uranus is going to be expect the unexpected when it comes to our love lives, how we make money, and it's going to kind of feel very uncomfortable, right? Because a square is not necessarily a harmonious aspect. It forces action, right? A square is action. So there's going to be, and it's kind of unpredictable because Uranus is that kind of energy. It's very unpredictable, but Venus represents our values, our money, and all those things that we hold dear. And then of course we're moving right into an eclipse, solar eclipse in Virgo, and spirituality is going to be very much prominent in our, what do we stand on? What is important to us? How do we want to be seen? What boundaries are we putting in place when it comes to, our relationships with other people and, all the things that we kind of stand on? We're going to be really feeling this energy. Those people that are not necessarily in alignment with who they truly are, and they're kind of putting on an act, a mask, and people pleasing and such, they're going to feel this energy the most, because ultimately what the eclipse is going to do is force our hand. If we're not living in alignment for, with who we really are, with what we want in our lives, or if we're kind of, putting on a mask and being like a little bit deceptive or foggy, we can no longer do that, and the universe is going to kind of make that known. Ultimately, guys, truly, like with the opposition from Mercury and the Sun to Neptune as well, Neptune is deception, high spirituality, creativity. The best way to honor this energy is to get into our some kind of creative activity, as opposed to the negative aspect of Neptune, which can be our vices, right? Like smoking too much weed, drinking too much, drugging out, numbing out, scrolling. All of those things are just going to amplify the energy in a very negative manner. So if you want to utilize this energy in a positive way, clean up the diet, get out in nature, exercise, put down the phone, put down the vices. Any kind of, numbing out to any of this is just going to amplify all of this energy in a very negative manner. Honestly, guys, this is going to be a week for, this is a week that, it can be very difficult for a lot of people. So just be kind. Just be kind. Till next time.